It was for goodness. I'm going to teach you about the scientific evidence which proves you God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Hebrews, the God of Israel, Yahweh, Yeshua, Elohim, exists. Who are my Hebrew for goodness? You are all Caucasian, Arab elders whom I converted you to Hebrews by defeating all world religious as well as political leaders in my debate 2005, 2007, 2065, 67 Hebrew calendar. And you are my wife beside you. In Genesis chapter 14 verse 13, it says Abraham is Hebrew. And in Genesis chapter 17 verse 5 through 8, Elohim has made covenant with Abraham the Hebrew. And he has promised him three things. One is Abraham will be the father of many nations. The second thing is kings will come out, will arise from the children of Israel, from the descendants of Abraham. The third thing is the descendants of Abraham will inherit the lands noted in Genesis chapter 15 verse 18 through 21, Exodus chapter 23 verse 31 through 33, Ezekiel chapter 47 verse 13 through 20. These are the promises Elohim made to Abraham, the Hebrew. And they are fulfilled. The Hebrews, the children of Israel, inherited the land is noted in Genesis chapter 15 verse 18 to 21, Exodus 23, 31 to 23, Ezekiel 47, 13, verse 13 to 20. They inherited all of it and built cities and lived in it, as it is noted in Joshua chapter 21, verse 43 through 45. I'll read it to you. Joshua chapter 21, verse 43 to 45. I'll read it to you. So Adonai gave to Israel all the land of which he has sworn to give to their fathers, and they had took possession of it and dwelt in it. Adonai gave them rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers, and not a man of their enemies stood against them. Adonai delivered all their enemies into their hands. Verse 45. Not a word failed of any good thing which Adonai Elohim has spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. All came to pass. Fulfilled. They inherited the land as Elohim has promised them. One promise fulfilled. The other promise is, kings shall come out from you, from the descendants of Abraham. The first king of Israel, the state of Israel, was King Saul. It is noted in 1 Samuel chapter 9 through 10. The second king was King David, and King David is noted in 1 Samuel chapter 16 through 17, 2 Samuel chapter 5 through 8. And as Elohim has said, kings sprang forth from the offspring of Abraham, the Hebrew. And Israel still is a nation. The state of Israel exists in the Middle East. The state of Israel is one nation, but the promise is many nations. In 2 Kings chapter 17, it says, Elohim has taken away his protection from the 10 tribes of Israel because they sinned against God and let the Assyrians exile them. It happened in 722 BC. And they had been exiled. But there is something. They had been exiled, so the promise of Abraham, the Hebrew, will be to be a father of many nations, to be the father of many nations, to be fulfilled by them. Though the fulfillment made it in the way that degraded, because they sinned against God, that dishonored, because they sinned against God, whereas it could have been fulfilled in honorable manner, should have been upright with God, with Elohim. For example, they could have gone to various countries, conquered various countries, taken those countries, and made them their nation. Honorable manner. But because they sinned against God, Elohim took away his protection from them. So they had been exiled in the way they had degraded. Whichever the way, the fulfillment, they are part of their people, by which the promise of Abraham to be the father of many nations is fulfilled. And they are, according to a credible research,